sound of 6,000 fans cheering on Australia as they take home their first win against Northern Ireland on day one of the Gold Coast 2018 Commonwealth Games. The Gold Coast Exhibition Centre played host to 32 games of netball and 8 games of basketball over 11 days, and to ensure it all ran smoothly were the game shapers. Anna Tikhonova was the Spectator Services venue manager at the Exhibition Centre. I sat down with Anna to chat about what brought her to the Games, her role and her experience with the volunteers.
My role includes mostly managing the SPS team, which here for these games consisted of 14 paid staff and about 250 volunteers. So my role was to make sure that all of them know what their operational roles on the ground are, train them on the venue, train them on the SPS policies and procedures, how we act in certain situations, and making sure that their welfare is just good throughout all of the 11 competition days.
How did you end up in your role here at the GCE?
I have done major events for about 6 years now. I started in Russia with Sochi Winter Olympics in 2012. I worked there for 2 years in a similar role in Spectator Services. And then after that, I've done some other major sporting and non-sporting events as well, like Formula One Grand Prix and Expo in Kazakhstan, Asian Games in Turkmenistan. So I think probably about 10 years ago, I realized I really want to be involved in sports because this is something that excites me the most. Even when I work for major events that do not include sport, I just feel that I'm much less motivated, much less excited about the things that I do.
How's your experience been so far over the 2 weeks working here?
It's amazing how similar and how different it is from working with volunteers in other countries. Some things are definitely different, but the level of commitment that I've seen here from volunteers was just outstanding. This was something that surprised me the most. The responsibility that a volunteer takes over his or her role was just outstanding. We would not be able to do anything without them. And the hours that they dedicated, all the sweating, all the hard work, this was just incredible.
Rebecca Hannum is one of over 15,000 game shapers who has volunteered and says that the highlight of her time was interacting with spectators. What have you been doing with your role?
I've pretty much been a people person, so I've been ushering them to their spots, been getting them through security, ticket checking, ticket scanning, welcoming everybody, and just smiles and welcomes before everyone starts.
And how's your experience been?
Phenomenal. Words just can't explain my experience. Learnt so much and I've loved every second.
And how have you found working with the other volunteers?
Amazing. I've met amazing people. Everyone here just seems to have a love for volunteering and it's just been absolutely amazing. And they're just great people, caring people, generous people. And I just love them. Just love them so much.
While the Commonwealth Games has now ended, many game shapers are looking forward to taking on more volunteering roles at other events.